All right.
Yeah, we'll start with you in the back.
So, Ben, the win picked up in your match. How different was it playing on the other side in game 2 and having to adjust to that? Which side was worse for you?
Yeah, so I actually won the flip, and I went with, the side I started on, go figure. And that was because it was slightly against the wind, and that had been true the whole day, so that's kind of why I went with that. Ended with the wind, and I felt like coming out in game 2, the passes and the drops were penetrating a little more, and that was helpful. So, yeah, it affected the match a little bit, but I think I made the right call in the beginning to take that one side.
And we saw Colin on your bench. Were you guys discussing any strategy or just talking about something else?
Yeah, I think he always gives me a couple key points. It's not too much talking during the match. It's just nice to have somebody supportive there and somebody to bounce stuff off of if you need to. That match, I felt like I was playing decently and was hitting the right strategic points, so he didn't talk too much, but I think he mentioned one or two things over the course of the match.
And what's the update on him?
Yeah, he feels good. He's moving good. Honestly, this tournament he took off because for injury prevention reasons. He doesn't want to injure it further. But at the moment, he's moving fine. He's feeling better and improving day to day.
And Julian is not afraid to get loud on the court. What is it like playing such an aggressive and loud player?
Yeah, I think that can help him, get fired up and go on runs and streaks occasionally. He plays with a lot of energy. How it affects me, I guess it doesn't really. I don't really care what's going on around the other side. Just as long as I'm playing my game and playing well, then that's really all I'm concerned with.
And how familiar are you with the sports betting culture? What do you think it will do for the sport?
Well, I don't gamble on any sports. I don't really gamble at all, so I don't really know much about the culture. I don't even do fantasy football. I'm sure some people in Kansas City will be upset about that with their Chiefs, but yeah, don't know much, but I think it's exciting because it probably taps into a wider range of people that might not be into pickleball to begin with, but because you can bet on it and because it's kind of an interesting new sport that everyone's heard of but not everyone's into yet, it might be kind of a trigger like, oh, if I can bet on this, then maybe I'll get more into it in other ways. So I think it just exposes kind of a whole new range of people that can be into pickleball, which is great.
Great. Thank you, Ben.